Today's video is sponsored by Raycon. Raycon is co-founded by Ray J, and today I want to talk to you about their Everyday Earbuds. Everyday Earbuds is actually a really perfect name because I use these things every day, even these new rose gold ones. Whether I'm working out at the resort, whether I'm actually lifting weights and working out, or running, or editing videos, these things get a ton of use in my day-to-day life. One of my favorite things about the Everyday Earbuds is the fact that they fit perfectly in my ear and they don't budge. Okay, I'm ready. Are they still in?
Dude, yeah, they are.
Raycon has made a name for itself by bringing us premium tech products at half the price of other brands. No wonder they've already racked up tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. They're super easy to pair, Siri and Alexa compatible, and have up to 8 hours of playtime. Plus, the charging case holds up to 32 hours of battery life. Raycon earbuds also have noise isolation and awareness modes and a tap function to navigate music. Unlike other premium brands, they even come in a variety of colors to choose from to fit your style. Thanks again to Raycon for sponsoring this episode. Click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/MattCarricker for 15% off your Raycon purchase plus free shipping. Again, that's buyraycon.com/MattCarricker for 15% off your purchase plus free shipping.
It's cold out here. The real question is, do cave doors keep people from wandering about the cave, or do they keep cave creatures from wandering about the earth? Ponder that for a second. Slept in the cave last night just to make sure the bear didn't come in here overnight. It was fun. Pretty roomy in there if anybody wants to rent out the cave to sleep for the night. We don't have any rooms ready, but the cave is ready if you're interested. And as you can clearly hear, my voice is still cooked from the cedar pollen in the air. It's been great. You know, it's not ideal for that, being surrounded by cedar pollen all the time. This is 5 days in a row that I've just been out in the woods most of the day. Smart. Starting this morning though, I'm gonna drill the rest of these holes because I only have one drilled, and put concrete anchors where they need to go and get the cave all locked down. Look at me, I'm a baby deer frolicking through the woods. Oh, what is this? There's a hole and I smell water down there. I'm going down. Now I'm stuck. Can't get out, mom can't get me. I'm a goner. Oh, look at me, I'm a 12-year-old boy running through the woods from my cousin, and whoa, I fell down in this giant hole, broke my leg, sued the resort, owner went bankrupt. Terrible story. Oh, I'm the cousin now, running, see my cousin down there, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go down this thing. Oh, look, there's a cave. Goes, gets lost in the cave, but finds gold. So that one turned out okay. Anyway, none of that stuff can happen now because it's all blocked off. Got this thing bolted on, can stand right in the middle of it, not going anywhere. Got this thing bolted on, can stand right in the middle of it, not going anywhere. And then this was actually kind of a challenge because this is not flat ground at all. They poured this thing very wonky 40 years ago, whenever they did it. And so this that I made was flat. That underneath it, not. But there's enough room to put a padlock there. There's not enough to put one on this side, so we might just go with one. We might just chain the whole thing to the tree. I don't know. But anyway, I'll get a lock on that thing. This isn't like to keep burglars out of a vault. You know, someone could come with tools and easily opening this up. Obviously, I don't care about that. It's to keep random kids who are walking through a hiking trail and stumble upon this from going down and exploring. That's the goal. Goal has been completed, and no one's going to accidentally fall in this hole or on purpose go explore the cave without having someone here to guide them and help them and make sure that all is done safely, which is pretty cool. Also, speaking of pretty cool, dude, freaking just used this hammer drill for the first time. It is freaking awesome. Just ripped through the concrete. So anyway, Milwaukee, I got about 15 of your tools. Hit me up, get me a sponsorship. It will be sick. Quarter-mile hike up to the truck now. It's gonna be great. I'm packed out. What's really a bummer is it's flat that way. And you can drive a truck over that way, but it's probably 3/4 of a mile. And eventually we could clear it. Like, this is just a really flat, I mean, it's got a gentle slope, but it's a ravine going down. And we could clear it and make it to where you could drive straight here. It's just, it's 3/4 of a mile of trees every 4 feet and rock like this. So we just hiked the quarter-mile straight uphill through all the trees and rock. It's great. We haven't actually showed you all any plans. I talked to y'all about engineering in the last episode. Went to an engineering meeting and just kind of talked over plans with the county engineers and the county commissioner who control all this area. We're not in the city limits or anything, so we don't have to deal with the city, which is cool, because cities have a lot tighter regulations than outside the city limits, out in just the county. We're way out in the country, but there is governing agencies that still control buildings, keep everything to code, water runoff, all that kind of stuff. So we went and had our just kind of initial meeting to say, here's what our plans are. What do you think? They told us, you know, you can do this, you can't do this way, but you can do it this way. And so it was really a really good meeting. They also have seen the channel, so they kind of already had an idea of what we're doing, which is really cool as well. And they're all really pumped that I bought this land and I'm not a developer who's coming to put in a bunch of tiny box houses. We actually want to turn it back into what it used to be, which, for those who are new to the channel, I'm not tired, okay? It's a lot of weight. The backpack's full of tools and spray paint cans. But for those who are new to the channel, this was a resort. It's kind of been a bunch of things for the last 100 years. Olivia de Havilland, who is a Maine Gone with the Wind actress, actually owned this property for a little while. It was a turkey farm at one point. It was just kind of a bed and breakfast back in like the 60s. And then in the 80s, or maybe late 70s, is when they first turned it into a river ranch resort, kind of a family resort. It was called the Guadalupe River Ranch Resort. And they did that through the 80s, 90s, and they shut down in the early 2000s. From the accounts I've heard in person and the reviews online, so the internet was in its infancy when this thing shut down, but there are some like Yelp reviews. They were just saying it was run down, it was kind of dingy and gross, and so basically it sounds like just wasn't well kept up after a while. No one really cared about it, no one wanted to put any money into it, and it just kind of started running down, and then they finally just closed it. And then it sat vacant, desolate for 20 years until I came along, just a boy and a dream, to turn this thing back into what it once was, plus more. I want to make it just freaking awesome. I want it to be a beauty in the Texas Hill Country. I want people to come here from all around, because you've seen it here. You saw the process where we took it from a neglected, old, run-down, rotten property and turned it back into something beautiful. I see the diamond in the rough here in Bernie, Texas. How am I gonna get up this slippery rock? And so, I'm hoping that day by day on this channel, you will see me polish up this turd and you'll see the diamond underneath as well. I want hiking trails out here. I want bike trails out here. I want horseback riding. I want longhorns grazing. I want mini cows. Mini cows, how cool would that be? I just want people to come and have like a really cool, laid back Texas experience. For those who don't have a Texas experience, for those who live in a city, for those who live up north where you're snowed in, come down here for winter. We are not snowed in. Over here is this beautiful little pasture, and down that way on the other end of it is the river. So that's the Guadalupe River. We have a mile of riverfront, and so this pasture that's on the river, we wanted to make this our RV pasture, which is really cool because RV is something we can get going sooner rather than later. Like, it's gonna take us a long time to renovate those buildings, those rooms, those cabins, good enough that people can come stay in them. But it doesn't take long to flatten out a little dirt and park an RV on it. So we're trying to get the RV spots ready so that we could kind of do soft open and you guys could start trickling through the resort and checking it out. So to do that though, one thing we do need to do besides just flattening out dirt is to build some sort of a bathroom with showers, have like a bathhouse out here. Also, just for people playing at the river, for events, it'd be nice to have some like community bathrooms out here. So that's the first thing we've actually designed, and I'm going to show you those designs. But first, I need to announce the Datsun winner, the 1977 Datsun 280Z that we found out here on the resort. It totally wasn't my brother's car or anything. We found it in one of the buildings, and we found the keys to it, and it happened to start right up. And it happened to have the title in the glove box. It was weird. But anyway, we did a little giveaway like 2 weeks ago, and then we had Christmas vacation, and then I took just a little week-long break, and so I was gone for a little bit. Hey, I'm back. I'm glad to be here. But we haven't actually announced the winner yet. So we did pick a winner today. His name is Omar Mora, which I just realized Omar and Mora have the exact same. Your first and last name have the same letters? Huh. That's cool. He is from Edinburgh, Texas. Okay, Texas boy. Omar might just drive this thing home because I've never taken it on a trip more than like 45 minutes. But I don't see any reason it wouldn't make it. So Omar, if you want to drive it, come get it, man. Or we can ship it to you. So anyway, Omar, I'm going to call you in the next day or two. If you get a call from a random San Antonio number, pick it up. I'm trying to give you a car. Let me show you guys the bathroom. So we sent it off to design, and this is it. So it has a breezeway in the middle. It has doors on left and right, and then it also has doors on the inside through that breezeway, and on the outside, I think. We'll have to look. But that's basically what it'll look like from the front. Here's a off-centered look. So actually we don't have doors on the side. So it's gonna have doors on the front, back, and in the middle. So it'll be guarded from the rain with that little awning. But that's what it looks like, just a pretty simple little building. This is a more technical view. This is the bird's eye view of the inside, and you can pause it if you want to actually look at it. Basically, there are 8 different bathrooms with showers, and 4 are ADA compliant, so they're a lot bigger. So you can have people with wheelchairs go in those, or if you just want more room, there's gonna be 4 of them that are bigger, and then there are 4 that are just normal size, and then we have a room for storage and a room for like the janitor closet with sink and all, you know, we'll have all the supplies in those 2 extra rooms. So pretty simple, just a breezeway down the middle, and it's going to be a heated and cooled room. I didn't want to do that at first. I just wanted to have like an open air one. I got outvoted. Mayor was like, no, people, if they're going to come to a nice resort, it'd be nice if they had an air conditioned bathroom and a heated room when it's, you know, 30 degrees outside and they're taking a shower. And I'm like, that's more expensive though. But you know what? I got outvoted by everyone on my team. They were all like, no, just put a heater and an air conditioner down there. So we're gonna have running water and lights and heat and air, much to my dismay. I just wanted to put a hole in the ground, go pee in there if you want. I don't care. So that is, I think, the final bathroom design. Let me know if you're like, you're missing something. If you guys see something that we didn't see, if you pause that and like look through and see what all those things say, let me know if you're seeing anything that we're missing. The plan is to put that bathroom. So right here is where the road that we are cutting is coming down the hill back in those trees right there. And then it goes one way out to a pasture over there. And then it comes this way to this pasture over here. I'm thinking bathhouse will go like right over here. It's kind of a central location between both pastures that are near the river. It's a central location by that road. And then RVs will be all up in here. I'm actually sitting in an RV spot right here. We want to have some tucked back in these trees. You can see we got some really big, pretty oak trees here, which will be really pretty once we clean them up. There, obviously no one's tended to them in forever. We're just gonna have a lot of awesome views out here. But if you see something in that I didn't see, comment below. Let me know, or even just with an RV park in general. Like for you guys who do RV parks, I don't. I've actually stayed in one 2 or 3 times. But it's not something that's common to me, so I don't know all the ins and outs of what makes a good one versus a bad one. We want this to be a really nice one. We want it to be spaced out. Everybody has room. You don't want to feel like you're, crammed next to your neighbors. So we want it to be pretty and nice and clean and spacious, with nice bathrooms with heating and air conditioning. But what else? What are we missing? There's a beautiful river down there. We will have 0 other amenities at first. But later, we want to have a restaurant up here. We want to have activities. We want to have hiking, biking, horseback riding, all that stuff, like I said. But for the start, very basic. So what are we missing? What do we need? Comment below. Thank you guys for watching. This is coming along. It's about 10 times more expensive than I thought it would be. It's about 10 times more work than I thought it would be. But I love that. When I look back at the Abandoned Mansion series, and I think about what the most fun part was, it was when I realized it was harder than I thought it was going to be. And it's when I realized it was more expensive than I thought it was going to be. And it made me nervous, and it made me work so much harder. And I love that feeling. I love it. And so I'm in that stage right now where I'm scared and I'm not sure how it's going to work out. I don't have a clear picture in my head how this is going to happen or if I can make it happen. And so every day I'm just trying to get a step forward, a step closer to making it happen. Today, all I did was bolt down those grates and work on some plans. That was it. The resort looks pretty much exactly the same. But yesterday, those grates weren't bolted down, and yesterday, those plans weren't done. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to run heavy machinery all day. And it will be very unclear if you just came on the property the next day as to what I did. It's going to look pretty much the same. But if we do that every single day and we just take one more step forward every single day, over a few years, this property is going to look a lot different. So that's all we're trying to do. One foot in front of the other, just trying to get forward a little bit. Just budging her forward every day until we find the diamond in the rough. You being here is a big part of it. You guys watching helps fund this stuff. Buy some merch. Don't buy Vice Grip. I'm wearing a Vice Grip shirt. Do not buy Vice Grip shirts. That doesn't help me at all. Buy Demolition Ranch merch. Desperado merch. But just being here, just watching the videos, give me a thumbs up, commenting below. That all makes this kind of stuff possible. And I appreciate you. Thank you for being here and helping me try to tackle the biggest project I will probably ever tackle in my entire life. And it's scary, and I love it. Thanks for watching this episode. I love you, and I'll see you next time.